All right, so we're going to repeat it. So what we'll have today is introduction to what? Baking material. Say introduction to the baking material. All right, today I'm going to introduce all the things that you need to be baking with. All of them. All the things that you need to be baking with. That is what we call it, introduction to what? Baking what? Material. So when you have money, you're going to go to market and you'll be getting them small, small. And that way, you go there, got the now. So number one thing that I feel like is here, you need oven. Oven is, I think, should be your first priority, or you will need a gas and a pot. You can use it to substitute as your oven. That one day, all right. Then the next thing that you need, I'm not going to list it and the order of their importance. I'm just going to list it as because all of them is clustered there. So the next thing is what? Our turntable. This turntable is so amazing. You use it to actually make your cake decoration very, very easy. Okay, and we have different types. We have the bigger ones. See this one. So that is it. How it works is that when you actually put your cake on top of this, so it will be easy for you to actually be decorating and be working on it. That is the work of this guy here. All right, that's really the work of that guy. Then the next thing that you're going to actually need as a baker is what we call cake pan. This is what we call cake pan. We have different kinds of cake pan, different shapes. All right, this is what gives your cake those styles and shapes that you see. You see it. This one now is round one, and this one is what? The square one. Now, this pan alone, we have 6 inches, we have 7 inches, we have even 4 inches, we have 10 inches. So depending on the inches of cake that you want to bake, that is the pan that you're going to need, and it is applied to all the shapes and all the shapes. It applies to all the shapes, right? So that is it. Okay, so this is our cake board. This is actually where you, after baking, so maybe when we decorate cake, you're going to see all these things. After baking, you put your cake where? On top of this, and you now put it where? Here, and you now start decorating. You get that? So that is the work of this brother here. All right, so the name is what we call cake board. Repeat after me. Say cake board. This is what? Cake board. And it also comes in different sizes. You can get 8 inches, you can get 10 inches, you can get, depending on the kind of cake that you are working with. If you are working with a 10 inches cake, already you know that you're not going to buy board of 10 inches. You're going to buy board that is actually bigger than 10 inches, with either 2 inches or 4 inches or 6 inches, depending on how you want your cake to be. All right, so this is a 6 inches cake now, but it's a dummy. So, and this is a 10 inches board. I can decorate this cake like this and it will come out fine, and it is giving it for like about 4 inches gap, making you to have a place to work with. That is it. So your board and your pan and your cake should not be of the same size, because you won't like the outcome. All right, so we're going to do more of that. So the next thing, of course, you need your rag. You need something like this to be cleaning your hand and be doing the rest of them. Then, no, I'm not coming to you now. This is what we call a serrated knife. It will help you to cut some part of your cake, to trim your cake, and to carve your cake. This is a very important tool, especially when you're working with fondant, but we are focusing majorly on buttercream, so you need this as well. All right, so the next thing is what we call scraper. This scraper is multi-purpose. You can use it while working with pastry. You can use it while making your cake in order to smoothen the body of your buttercream. You need this, brother. It is very, very important. All right, so the next thing we have here is comb. This is called comb. This is comb. This is comb, and we have it in different styles. There are some cake that when you see them, you'll be seeing different beautiful styles. It is this comb that we use to do it. So maybe when we go to the practical aspect of the whole thing, we are going to use 1 or 2 combs to show you how the comb actually works and the effect of comb on cakes. All right, so the next thing that we have here, what we call palette knife. This is our palette knife, and you can see how the design is. Just look it very well. All right, so the next thing is what we call spatula. This is our spatula. It will help you to scrape out the remaining stuff in your boil, or you can use also to turn and portion your cake as well. So this is what it does. All right. Okay, it is used to decorate our cake. This is what we use to get your icing sugar, and this is to decorate your cake. That is what the work of this palette knife. This one is our whisker, or you can call it whisk. It is used to whisk and turn our mixtures. Maybe you can use it to beat egg, you can use it to mix flour and the rest of them. All right, so this one is our sieve. We have different type of sieve, but I think I just got this one so you understand, because you need to use sieve to sieve your flour, especially if there is lumps in your flour. All right, so this is what we now call nozzles. Nozzle, you can see this is a secret in baking, because it is from this nozzle that you get all those beautiful designs. This one is 1M, this one is 1D, 2D, and this from this you get those beautiful design. All right, so, and it is called what? Nozzle. Repeat after me. Say again, nozzle. Sharp. So this is a doweling rod. It is called doweling rod because you use it to stack your cakes. Maybe when you are making cake that is a very long cake and they don't have balance, and you know, when your cake does not have balance, the thing might fall off or split over each other. So this is what this guy is doing, and it's called what? Doweling rod. If you can say it, say doweling rod. Thank you. So the next thing we now have here is our bowels. Our bowels. It is very important that when you are working with cake, especially buttercream, you need a lot of bowel. You need the one that you use to mix your icing sugar. You need the one that you portion your icing sugar in them. You need the one you use to put water. That is warm water. That is your normal water. You need all these bowel. They are very necessary. Trust me. Now we are going to the next one, which is our mixer. This is actually what we use even in this academy. Nobody will tell you, but this is what I still use, even though I have my mixer. But I actually love using this because it is very easy for me to actually use. All right, these two things can actually work as your mixer. This is your turner and this is your bowl. Once you put something inside, it's okay. All right, some people say that they prefer to use a iron bowl while mixing. If you can get iron like this one I'm using, you can be using it. All right, so you see the main mixer here. I hope you are following, right? Sorry, I've not asked. I just hope you are following. If you are not following, just drop your question when you are not following. I have any question. So this is the mixer. This is how it looks like. So there is a lot of mixer in the market. So depending on the one I have the money, you just get it, and it's going to serve you and give you what you really want. All right, so the next one is measuring. You know, we have a separate measurement class because this is the main. So I think we have where we'll talk about scale reading, right? That one is very important. It's a very important topic on its own because that's scale. So in this scale, we have digital and we have manual scale. As you can see, this one is a manual scale, and this one is a digital scale. So there are a lot of things that you need to know about all these scales. All right, but just know that scale is used for what? Measurement. Maybe when we now get to scale, we'll be able to explain more and tell you the difference and the rest of them. So thank you so much, and God bless you. This is just the beginning, and the next thing you're going to be seeing is how we are using it, because when we're going to go for our cake decoration, we're going to see how we use all these things. The reason why we're actually telling you this is for you to get familiar with the name, so that whenever you see us using it, you will not be confused, or when you go to the market, you'll be able to tell the market person, I need this or I need that, and you know the function as well. So thank you so much for actually being in the class up to now. I hope you learned something. So your second assignment is actually you're going to pick any of these and tell us what you know about them. All right. So if it is this, just tell me that okay, this is a comb, and you just learn that comb is used to do this and do this on the cake to put design, and that. All right. So that's your assignment. So if you can do it, tag me. I'm going to report the video once you tag me. Thank you.